Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Build-A-Figure Doomsday. We're having a look today at TV series Supergirl. Comes with the lower leg needed for Doomsday. It is also the only TV appearance character to be featured in this wave. Down below we've got a picture there of TV series Supergirl. And the side of the box, you've got Supergirl TV series. Now, this is Canadian packaging, so unfortunately there's no read-up. Instead, it just comes with a series of different languages down the side. The back of the package, also no read-ups, but it shows you what the Doomsday will look like when we finish him on the right side. On the left side, we've got the 6 characters: Armored Batman, Robin, Lex Luthor, Supergirl, Mutant Leader, and Superman Doomed. To check out more from the folks over at Mattel, head over to www.mattel.com. Spot's going to take a break, get this opened up, and when we come back, we're getting a better look at the TV series Supergirl. There's definitely more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so just before we have a look at Supergirl, we're going to look, of course, at the Build-A-Figure component, in this case, the Collect and Connect piece for Doomsday. Spot stupidly didn't really think this one out. We're having a look at the leg, but it dawned on me later, I can't even plug the leg in because I don't have the lower underoos. I think the lower underoos also comes with the head. So, yeah, there's not really going to be much in the way of assembly just yet. But just to kind of give you a rough idea of how tall Doomsday is going to be, it's about that. And then factor in, of course, a head on top of that as well. Stupid, stupid, stupid Spot. We'll put that to the side, though. Stupidity aside, let's have a look at Supergirl. And I actually think she turned out very nicely. Now, one thing I will have to say, though, is when you look at getting this figure for yourself, and I don't blame you if you'd want to, be very careful of this area right here. Though I did get what I believed to be the better of the lot, the outlining in gold is terrible around the Superman emblem, or Supergirl emblem. You can see that the gold is not even close to being lined up as the outlined portion of the red. Instead, the gold has decided it just wants to do its own thing, and it's moved all the way up to the actual symbol. Now, I say I did get the better of the lot because if you were to see the ones I was looking at, the gold in some cases were just blobs or really far off. This was actually the better of the lot. So just be mindful of this when you do pick this figure up for yourself. The head sculpt is quite good. I like that as well. It's, from a Mattel standpoint of it, it's definitely not, I mean, we can't, let's face facts, guys, we can't compare this to like the likes of a NECA, but from a Mattel realm of things, I think the likeness is pretty good to TV series Supergirl, which, if you could believe, I've not even watched an episode of. Just can't get into it. I think Smallville spoiled me for most TV-themed comic shows. I just can't. Smallville is really the responsible party in all of this, but I have not watched any of Supergirl. You can let me know down below whether it's a good show or not. Maybe I'll check it out. Her costume is decent enough. I understand, though, that she does have leggings on the show. I don't feel like it's as predominant as what the figure is conveying here. I'm just trying to even think of okay, Supergirl fights villains. I don't know why she feels the need that she has to then wear leggings on top of that as opposed to just not her bare skin. But the figure, I suppose if you didn't know that, the figure's legs look awfully dingy in this brownish flesh color. Other than that, the rest of the outfit is colored nicely, of course omitting the gold. That's just a disaster up there. The red is nice, outlined around the arms, around the torso. The dark cranberry skirt matches that of the cape on the back there. A really nice sculpted cape too. There's the back of the figure. Yes, one big glaring spot here, not this guy, but a big glaring area where I guess the red, maybe there's red on the interior or underneath this coloring that they painted over, that it's chipped off, or some of the red from possibly maybe the cape has been left on the leg. Luckily, the cape hides it. I'm not going to be doing this when I'm displaying the figure, so you really won't see it all that much. She does have, your run-of-the-mill posability for a female figure. So let's go ahead and we'll run through that together. Supergirl's head is on a ball joint, and as you could probably guess it, being that her hair is somewhat of a restriction, moving her head does get a little problematic, especially getting the sides of her hair past her shoulders. I don't think you would really rotate the head further than these 2 points, but if you want to rotate it around because you're a weirdo, you can do that. You can still do it. It's going to be a little tighter, that's all. Shoulders hinge out, no issues right there, so if you want to have her flying, I don't have any dynamic pose stands that I can show you with, but you get the idea that if you wanted to have her displayed like that, you could display it that way. The arms rotate all the way around. She does have a bend in the elbow, which is really stiff. Rotates the forearm. She also has a individual wrist swivel. Upper torso crunch. She has also a rotation in the waist here, but again, it's very stiff on this figure. Even though I've done this a couple times now, the waist is really, really stiff. Legs go forward and back and out. A top swivel on the top cut area of her thigh. Hinged on the knee and a hinge on the foot. Like, it seems like a lot of the areas here of Supergirl are really on the stiff side, which I guess I'm not really complaining, except for the one leg, which you can see is really loose. I don't know why it's as loose as it is when the other leg is perfectly fine, but the leg is a little on the loose side. Good figure, iffy on the QC issues, paint being, I think, the number one, and just kind of be mindful. Not that you would return a figure, or maybe you could return the figure because the leg is a little on the loose side, but let's hope that not be the case with all the figures. Still, one of the better figures so far from this wave. I like the head sculpt. Paint's debatable, but overall, a decent figure all around. Today's toy spot, we're continuing our looks at, Doomsday, even though I couldn't really do much with this leg. Next review. Promsies, next review. But today, though, we're looking at the Collect and Connect Doomsday wave, and we're looking today at DC Multiverse TV series Supergirl. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more toy spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.